Hi, Sai here from MusicRadar. Today we are checking out studio headphones, what they are, what they do, but most importantly, what you need to know when buying a brand new pair. These are the headphones you use for mixing, mastering, or monitoring music, rather than your sort of typical music listening headphones. They're designed to sound neutral across the frequency range because you want to hear the song you're mixing without any coloration from the headphones in order to make better mixing decisions. Consumer headphones have boosts and cuts across the frequency range. Often you'll have the kind of lower end slightly boosted and the upper end will be smoothed off a little bit to sort of get rid of any harshness. So let's get straight into it with how much you should actually spend on a pair of studio headphones. Whether you've got a big or a small budget, there are plenty of options out there to get a great pair of headphones for making music. Some, like these Sony MDR 7506s, could be yours for less than $100 or pounds. Spending in between $100 and $300 is where you'll find the most popular models, like the Beyerdynamic DT770s or the Audio-Technica ATH M50XS. So if you can stretch your budget, you can actually get a lot for your money. Go beyond the $300 or pound mark and you're getting into professional territory, like the Sennheiser HD 490 Pros. Headphones in this price range are ideal for those who already have some experience of using studio headphones and want to improve the sound of their mixes with an extended frequency range, better detail, and an improved stereo feel. So there are two main types of headphones, open back or closed back. Open back like the Sennheiser HD 490 Pros, or closed like the Audio-Technica ATH M50XS. An open back headphone quite literally has an open back, which allows some of the sound to escape and gives you a more natural open sound that's like listening to studio monitors. Closed back headphones have, well, a closed back, so you don't actually get any noise leaking out from the headphones at all. This makes them feel more intimate, rejects external noise, and makes them great for recording vocals and other instruments, as you won't get so much sound bleeding into your microphone. Both options are great for mixing, so actually it comes down to personal preference. For me, I much prefer to use an open back headphone for critical listening purposes like mixing, and then using a closed back headphone for things like recording or monitoring. Impedance relates to the headphone's electrical resistance, which in plain English means, roughly, the amount of power it takes to drive them. High-end headphones like these Sennheisers require more power as they have a higher impedance rating of 130 ohms. On the other hand, these Audio-Technicas have a much lower impedance of 38 ohms, so they don't require as much juice. Most modern audio interfaces have plenty of power to drive high impedance headphones, but you might find you need to crank the volume a little if you have a pair of headphones around the sort of 250 ohms mark. So, if you have a cheaper audio interface or you tend to listen via the built-in output of your laptop or phone, go for the lower impedance. If you have a more expensive audio interface or a dedicated headphone amplifier, go for the higher impedance pair. So, comfort then. Basically, the comfort of a pair of headphones can really make or break your experience with them. Of course, it's all down to personal preference. Everyone's head is slightly different shape, our ears are slightly different positions. So, the best way to find out if a pair of headphones is for you is to try them on. Policies differ between retailers, but generally if you feel a pair of headphones is uncomfortable and you're within the return window, you'll be allowed to return them for a refund or exchange. But do check before buying, as some retailers' return policies are more generous than others. So, if you really like the sound of a pair of headphones, but you don't like the fit, you do have some options. There are third-party ear cup replacements that could make things a bit nicer on the ear, or you could buy another cover for your headband, so that makes it a bit more comfortable across the top of your head. There are options available to you. So there you have it. The key things you need to consider before buying a brand new pair of studio headphones: closed back versus open back, impedance levels, comfort, and of course, price. And if you're wondering who this fella is next to me, he's one of the tools we use when we scientifically test all the headphones in our best studio headphones buyer's guide. Now, if you want to know more about that, there's a link in the description below, so go check it out.